So we want to speak to Jashii as to this incident and to see how best we can work through the situation to prevent further such activities of reprisals. We'll be engaging, and have already started, our counterparts in St. Andrew North to ensure that we fine-tune police efforts and operations to make sure that we keep a lid on the potential of these activities to follow.
Anyway, people, I do look a small table for Jashii people. You understand? But I know Jashii not get him ring people. So suppose me never look a small table for Jashii people. What you think could I go on? And people, if uno don't know where go on by now, a 6 person get shooting at Jashii Entourage. Why the number 6? That for sure said it was orchestrated. It was orchestrated. Big up Romy mother. Never gonna use some entertainers who's very popular now and use them as a scapegoat. So them just pay some undercover idiot to go delay the son that are Romy. Then them blame upon Jashii mother and say Jashii mother Romy kick off. When Jashii never up on the spot because I did my investigation, people. I did it. I used to Romy mother herself, and Romy mother a bad girl, she's not afraid of nobody. Yes, and she miss her son. We all miss Romy. Romy are good youth people. So them go for the look of you, them Romy, them orchestrate it. And then Jashii, remember, so them off for Jashii long time, the people. And like today, them off for Jashii. But that you uno quickly forgot things so happen. Kill one of Romy family them now. And them go tell lies that Jashii them make reprisal. Alright, the people them what get gunshot make reprisal. That them go do and they go say war broke out a grand spend. Not under my clock, people, not under my watch. I don't know everything I go on.
Welcome to the channel. I am the Jamaican Scoop Diva. Now, the first thing that I will be discussing is the unfortunate incident that occurred to Jashii very early this morning. Now, according to the Jamaican Observer, police have confirmed that a motor vehicle in which dancehall artist Jashii was traveling was attacked by armed men early Friday morning. 6 men, all members of the artist's entourage, were shot and injured. Jashii emerged from the incident unscathed. At about 4:15 a.m., a pickup type vehicle with Jashii and several of his friends and associates were exiting Marketplace onto Constant Spring Road when men on bikes rode up and SHOT at the vehicle. Jashii managed to elude his attackers and was not injured, but 6 persons were SHOT. None of the injuries are serious and they were treated at hospital. And this was said by the head of the St. Andrew Central Police Division, Senior Superintendent Marland Nesbitt. Jashii has been in the news since his name emerged in an ongoing MURDER investigation. In June, the police expressed an interest in speaking to the born fighter DJ as they believe that Jashii could have information about the DEATH of 45-year-old businessman Omar Romy Wright. Now, this is what the news is saying. But, listening to further information being released, what happened, they said that Jashii arrived at the club called Mecca in Marketplace on Constant Spring, and it's a popular place. Now, the vehicle that he arrived in, it is alleged that he did not leave in that same vehicle. Now, it could be his 6th sense tingling. He could have smelled the rat. Whatever the case is, he decided not to go back in the same vehicle. Maybe somebody tapped him on his shoulder. I don't know. No, this could be the reason why, as the rumor said, or as the news says, and this is factual because this is the Jamaica Observer, he had no injuries. So he got off scotch-free while others were nursing their injuries at hospital. Now, allegedly, they're saying that 1 person passed. Well, according to the official reports, I'm seeing here where no one has lost their lives. Now, before all of this happened, this incident, according to Jashii's mother, they were saying that vloggers like myself, started this rumor. It's false rumor, and we and other people should stop, taking jabs at her son, creating these false rumors, ruining his lives. No, let's just say that this was indeed a false rumor. Why is there no what seems to be a reprisal? No, it could be all rumors true, but you have to stop and ask yourself, what is the root of this? Now, mind you, He just dropped a song, about this incident called False Alarm, and he had always declared his innocence. So could it be a case where he is so unfortunate that he's innocent, never harmed Romy, has nothing to do with it, neither his mother, but yet still he's being targeted? It is confusing and it's mind-boggling. Now there you have the likes of the 7-star general. Now he is now saying that this is all a propaganda. He's believing that this is all a setup. He has a conspiracy theory that, there are greater forces at work who are L.A. Lewis, that's his name. There are greater forces at work who are actually trying to get out Jashii the same way they're quote unquote trying to get out Vybz Kartel. Could it be a case where he is like upholding with the slackness? Could he know very well that Jashii is involved allegedly, but trying to protect his good name? Was he paid off? There's so many questions you have to ask, but at the end of the day, we are very grateful that Jashii left unharmed. We're grateful that, the 6 persons that were injured are now nursing their injuries, and according to official reports, no one lost their lives. And please let me know what you think in the comments. Now moving on from one extreme to the next, we now see a video circulating online where dancehall star Dexta Daps had a female fan, go on stage and actually sucked his nipple, just like that. She just raised his shirt and went at it. It is eyebrow raising, but when you look at the extremities that have happened in dancehall as it regards to the female fanatics, back in Alkaline days when he just came out on the scene, a female fan actually just, stuck her head in his crotch. Just recently we saw where Lincoln 3 that actually spat in a female fan's mouth, which is just gross. And now we see where, this happened to Dexta Daps. Now, Dexta Daps is a known sex symbol. He sings a lot of sexual songs, that's he's a ladies man. And you had persons in the comments saying, Top Dull Chin wrote, women nowadays have no form of decorum. They be doing the most. Another said, Dexta, your wife is a strong woman. I really can't even believe Dexta Daps is married. Interesting. Yes, she's a strong woman, but I guess she understands that this comes with the turf. I find it unbecoming, but like I said, they're fanatics. They love him and they love his music, and that's just the kind of hold he has on these people. Please let me know what you think in the comments.
Shocking details have surfaced this evening about the operations of the Qahal Yaweh religious group in St. James.
From young girls having their genitals shaved during special ceremonies to being groomed to perform sexual acts on older men.
It comes as the police lay additional charges on several members of the church. Kelisha Williams has that story.
On July 1, 13 members of the cult-like Qahal Yaweh Church were charged for breaches of the Child Care and Protection Act. Today, several other members were charged, again for breaching the Child Care and Protection Act, as well as breaches of the Marriage Act and wounding with intent. While the police did not give the specifics, trusted sources told TVJ News that what the authorities have discovered so far is disturbing. We were told young girls at the church were being groomed for older men, and if they refused to carry out sexual acts, they were brutally beaten. That's where the wounding with intent and breaches of the Child Care and Protection Act come in. Also, in some instances, young girls have had their armpits and vaginas shaved in front of the entire congregation to prepare them for sex, again, in most cases with older men. It is not clear who carries out the punishment, but we were also told in one instance a young man was beaten so badly that he fled the country. The authorities have been closely monitoring the activities at the church for a few years now and have been criticized for failing to shut down the facility. However, the children's advocate had told TVJ News that due process had to be followed, and it is especially difficult with members denying any wrongdoing. The leader of the group even took to social media to clear his name and vent his frustration with what he described as being frequently targeted by the police. Now it's left to be seen whether the Qahal Yaweh will continue operations.
Disturbing and shocking is exactly the words that should be used to describe this situation. Now, the Qahal Yaweh Church is very similar to the church of Kevin Smith, which they claim that he has passed away, but yet still we're not very sure. This is very heart-wrenching, and you can see in this post, in this video that I'm doing, there's so many extremities from Jashii to Dexta Daps and now this. But this is actually quite important, because the first question I would ask is, where are the parents for these children, and how is it that the Qahal Yaweh Church has basically brainwashed or mind warped these people to have their kids, go into these kinds of situations? The parents should be their protectors. And it's very interesting because although, according to the TVJ news, although the police have been basically observing them for years, they have not been able to basically lock them up or charge them, or basically just throw away all of this cult business or this cult-like business. And they're saying this reason is because the members of the church do not come forward. And I guess those who do decide to come forward have minimum evidence. Prayers out for these children. It's very graphic, to have underage children allegedly, groomed to marry adult grown men is horrible. It's scary, and just the thought of it makes my skin crawl, because when you think about it, those are innocent children. To have their body parts being shaved publicly, it is very crazy. And I'm concerned as to why this hasn't stopped yet. Why hasn't anyone come forward? Why hasn't this whole thing just been shut down? Let me know what you think in the comments. And with that being said, this is the Jamaican Scoop Diva. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell and leave your comments below. Please take care of yourselves.